Hey, Shalom Akim, Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Wisdom who rule well, Spread Nash, DC Camp, short lesson for the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, spread out throughout the four corners of the earth. So you see the title of the article says, people in these Caribbean nations want statues of Columbus and Lord Nelson taken down. So it's just a sign from the Lord by Shema Shai that our people are getting closer and closer to the kingdom. Because this is of the Lord. Even the elite, don't want no trace of their handiwork, trying to cover their tracks when it comes to slavery and oppression. And they also want to shut down the internet and ban access to certain books. It's not going to really work because it's of the Lord that these things take place. And you know how it is, but when something is going on, always ask yourself, what is the Lord trying to, what's the Lord saying? What's the Lord trying to reveal to his servants, the prophets? So it just proves that, our captivity on the nation of Edom, under the nations upon the face of the earth, is coming to an end. And these graven images, and all these ideologies they've grafted into the minds of our people is coming apart. It's collapsing, and the elites are desperate. They're nervous. You hear about Jake calling for reparations. You hear about Jake calling for, debt forgiveness. All the money that Esau is, has lent to our people. Our people saying, well, you know what, just forgive the debt. All right, but the elites want something in return, but they can't really get it because the Lord Abba Shema Shah has already denied them that. All right, so it's time for Jacob to rise, and Esau is on his way out. So it just proves that the Lord Abba Shema Shah is working, miraculously. So I'm going to read this quick precept here. It's from the book of Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. Alright, Isaiah 25, verse 7. It says, and he would destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So our people are waking up to who they are, alright, being Israelites. And, the gospel is spreading, and the elite are doing whatever they can to stop the gospel from being propagated to all the four corners of the earth. That's why they keep, cutting down brothers' channels. They keep blocking videos and shadow banning uploads from brothers, preventing brothers from going live because they're getting nervous. This gospel of the Lord Abba Shema Shai is cutting them to the heart. All right, so I'll play the video real quick, man, just to keep it on point.
I'm finally the king of my own castle, but my castle has leaks and ants.
That's
so I
Babylon
use
for you.
Thumbtack to find exterminators, electricians, roofers, and plumbers. Thumbtack has everyone for everything. I can check out reviews, prices, and book the pro I like on the app.
That's what
so
they
anytime
want
something breaks or leaks or invades my house, I know exactly where to go. It's good to be king.
And that's the future for
Find your people. Download Thumbtack today.
King in captivity, about to be freed.
I honestly just seen everything that was going wrong in the world, this Black Lives Matter, racial inequalities and stuff. Everybody dealing with it. It's a hot topic. But, I also know that Nelson has been a topic for a long time. People have been talking about this thing from a time before he was even born.
So this in Trinidad and Tobago, even in the Caribbean, man, they know about Nelson, they know about Christopher Columbus, they know about, Hernan Cortez, Ponce de Leon, they know about that, and they add in, the Willie Lynch letter. It's just Esau, man. Esau's losing his grip So it's trying to manipulate the minds of the people to join these so-called movements. So-called Black Lives Matter, and it's just a trap, to mislead the people down the path of slaughter. All right, so it's not going to really work on the elect because that's exactly who the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah care about.
So everybody talking about this thing, the statue there, and I thought about it. I said, we talking about America, we talking about the U.S., all these other countries, and we got a statue of a man that in a country that's 95% black. We got a statue of a man that wanted slaves to continue being a slave. It was against the abolition of slavery. And we got this man in the middle of British Town for people to come and see, like, if it's something to be proud about. In National Hero Square at that. It's just like, we talking about all this like Black Lives Matter thing, but here we got something that clearly shouldn't be. I know we talk about it a lot. People call it a dead horse to get beat, but I feel as though, if ever, now is a good time for we to make a change. I know that necessarily petitions don't have that kind of sway as in America. You get X amount of thousand petitions signed and people could like put it to government. But I feel especially this government now, once we get a lot of people on board, the right people on board.
And I hear about the Spanish ambassador doesn't want the statue of Columbus to be taken down. So it doesn't really change anything, man. It doesn't change anything. Let me see if I could pull that image back. It's just a search. Let me see real quick. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm just going to keep it that simple. Alright, there's another link. Alright, Miami, that's Florida. Yep. I said Alex Downs. Alright, let me just get this done real quick. Alright, so it says the petition has been put in place to demand the removal of colonies, colonial era statues honoring so-called British hero Horatio Nelson. All these folks were just fronts for the elites, man. Fronts for the Rothschilds, and Freshfields, Lloyds, and all that. So it's all, it's all a front. They're all, frontmen for the elites. So that's how messed up, the business is, man. All these big corporations, a lot of people can't really find out who owns them. But when you keep looking closer and closer, you'll find out that side belongs to this wealthy elite of the world, these Edomites. So final precepts, man. It's going to be from the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. It says, the burden of Nineveh, the book of the vision of Nahum the Elkoshite. It says, the Most High is jealous, all right? The Lord Yahweh revenge it. All right, the Lord revenge it, and it's furious. The Lord Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries and a reserved wrath for his enemies. And that's exactly what we are, observing right now. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is bringing out Esau's system. These elites are getting upset and nervous. That's why you have all these so-called movements to defund the police, because they have to create a system of divide and conquer. All right, that's what it's all about. All this defund the police and Black Lives Matter is all a front for the elites, to create division and to manipulate the people. So, end of the day, you're not going to succeed, It's only, they're only going to go as far as Allah Shah allows them to. So that was the point that I came, pray that you've been edified. And, Esau's on his way out, man. So, Benjamin is crying out that all these statues of Esau glorifying his power structure, his structure of wealth, it has to go down, even here in America, too. If you see, Confederate statues being pulled down, of Herbert Pike's, statue in D.C. being vandalized, and it's just a trend that the Lord Yabashimashai has set in motion, and our people are on the way out of Babylon, man, and just like the Lord, spoke through Moses to Pharaoh, let my people go, let my son Israel, my firstborn Israel, go. So it's gonna get violent, just like the Lord, blood the plagues in Egypt. You're gonna see more plagues coming upon these elites. So that's the point that I can hope you've been edified, and just look forward for more signs from the Lord Yabashimashai. Shalom.